afternoon, everybody. It's Bob, the Green Man from Chateau de Muff in Mesa, Arizona, Zone 10A. And today I'd like to talk about what I do and when I fertilize our fruit trees. It is the third week of January now, and we've been real warm. We've only had 2 days that were below 70 degrees during the day. This whole winter, really. It's been beautiful for the most part. I mean, we could be considered 11A this year, maybe even 11B. But it's perfect for our first winter tropical fruit trees, getting their feet set underneath them after a really good summer. And you're looking right now at a chip drop. I did a chip drop of some wood chips. Don't be afraid to call chip drop, or if you don't have a chip drop, or if you're not in a big enough city, just call your local arborist and see if they're cutting down trees, if they'll bring over the wood chips. The nice thing, here in the valley is those people have to pay to dump their wood chips at the dump, when you could call and get yourself a chip drop. 3 cubic feet is a lot, so if you don't have very many trees, or don't have a very big space, what I would do is go to your local nursery and see if they have some wood chips. Lowe's and Home Depot, they sell the brown and the red wood chips. That is dyed, so that's going to take longer to break down. You want stuff that's going to break down over the summer. This is 3 cubic yards. Well, it was. I have moved quite a bit here, and I've done a couple areas. Let's go take a look at what I've done thus far. Now, so far, I have put some fresh wood chips up here in the front, and you can really tell the difference as we look here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but this is last year's wood chips. They're actually broken down, most of them. And then this year's wood chips right here. Now each tree gets about these size. This is about 2 wheelbarrows full of wood chips, and then I just spread it out around the tree. And this is the first line of fertilizing, because this will eventually break down over the summer and feed the tree. All told, the wood chips that we put on equals out to about 1 foot of wood chips. So let's head back to the tropical zone and we'll take a look at our work back there. All right, before we get to the tropical zone, I've got another place that we put some wood chips down. Here's our bananas, and these are ice cream bananas. And these got a nice heavy wood chipping to them. Our sweet tamarind wood chips. So as we make our way back to the tropical zone, if you go online and you hear about certain trees like bananas and guavas and papaya, you'll read that people say, oh, they are heavy, heavy feeders. Now, what that means is they need a consistent amount of nourishment. And these wood chips is that consistent amount that they're looking for. Also, they're looking for the fish emulsion that I give them once a month. They're also looking for foliar feed that they get twice a month. And this is during the growing season. And they're also looking for the 3 times a year that we give fertilizer, granular fertilizer. Those 3 times here in the valley are Valentine's Day, Memorial Day, and Labor Day. So middle of February, end of May, beginning of September. So the middle of February helps the tree come out of the winter, push out some new growth, pop out some fruit, some flowers, and grow roots. The May feeding helps a tree get through our summer. Now, our summers are pretty intense here. Some of these trees, last year, this abiu, it needed shade, and we're going to see what it will need this year, given the canopy above it. Now, if I can get away with not having to put shade up, I'm going to. But if I have to, I will erect a shade structure for it. And lastly, at the beginning of September, when we do our final feeding, that just gives the tree enough nutrients to make it through the winter, or lack thereof, this year. So what I use to fertilize is Arizona's Best fruit and nut fertilizer. And let's see, I think I have a bag here. I do, here it is. So this is 1373, and the reason I use this, I used to use 10-10-10, but in here we have some other things that you don't get in the 10-10-10. So if we take a look at these, we'll put them side by side. So in the 10-10-10, we have calcium, sulfur, iron, obviously nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. Same thing over here, but the one thing that we get in the fruit and nut tree is manganese. Both have gypsum, as we can see here. But this is more for the 10-10-10. I use this for my grass and our flowering fruit trees, if I give them stuff. I switched to the fruit nut tree because of the manganese here. Now, our soil isn't as alkaline as other soils throughout the valley. So Do I really need this? No, but it is nice to have the manganese and the iron included in the fertilizer that we have. So if we take a look at our directions down here, when I fertilize in a month here, what I will be doing is basically our newly planted stuff, and that's anything that's going to be under 4 feet high is going to get a 1/4 cup. And I'm just going to sprinkle that around on top of the mulch. Now you can pull the mulch away and dig the dirt out a little bit and put it down in there. But for me, I'm lazy, and it works just the same because it's all going to get watered in. For our 6 feet high trees, anything over 6 feet, so the longan, all the deciduous trees, starfruit, Jamaican cherry, we're going to give 2 pounds. For our 4 foot high trees, 1 pound, that's 2 cups, and 2 pounds is 4 cups. Now, when we get to our older trees, like our citrus trees, the difference between the Arizona's Best fruit and nut and the citrus fertilizer is very minimal. And as you can see here, these are the instructions. So all of our citrus trees are in the older, where you get 5 to 10 pounds. And at that point, we're doing a 7.5 pounds for the most part for each tree. And that's 7 trees total. So each tree gets 7.5 pounds. Now our other means of fertilization is Alaska Fish Fertilizer 511. Now I use this. This is how we use this. I just take this, pour this into a 5-gallon bucket, 4 tablespoons, and I just, as I pour, I count 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's a slow pour. You'll pour the 4 tablespoons in per gallon of water. And then each tree will get this, and then I will apply water on watering day. Now, one tree in particular will end up getting this Alaska More Bloom 01010, and this is for the lychee. And I will do that for the lychee, as they really don't like too much nitrogen. Okay, so by adding this helps with root growth and flower and fruit production for the lychees. And I do, where is it here? I do the shrubs and vines, because it really doesn't have trees. But shrubs and vines, 2 tablespoons per gallon of water, totally okay for our lychee. And there you have it, guys. That's the video for today on what I do to fertilize. There's also a video I did, one of my earlier videos. I'll put that in the description. But I did a video of me using the fish fertilizer up in the front yard. Anyway, guys, until next time, hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.